Bruno Aries in West Shoreline Drive is third. Best lap is a 1:18.470. Daniel from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P6 on mediums. MKO in West Shoreline Drive is fourth. Best lap is a 1:19.851. Bruno Aries in South Chestnut Place is P2. Best lap is a 1:17.214. Diogoli in turn 4 is P1. Juvenal Lopez in turn 5 is P3. João Amado from Portugal in Pine Avenue is fourth. Best lap is a 1:17.942. 75 minutes remaining in the session. MKO in Seaside Way is fifth. João Amado in turn 4 is P5. Diogoli is P1. MKO in Seaside Way is P5. Juvenal Lopez in Seaside Way is P4. Joao Amato in Le Gasamit is third. Mgale in Aquarium Way is P5. Best lap is a 1:17.744. Diogoli in South Chestnut Place is P1. MKO in East Shoreline Drive is P5. Juvenal Lopez in Firestone Turn is P4. "70 minutes remaining in the session. Diogoli in West Shoreline Drive is first. Roberto Ricardo from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is P8 on mediums. Diogoli in Aquarium Way is first. Roberto Ricardo in East Shoreline Drive is 7th. Juvenal Lopez in Seaside Way is 4th. Tony Cardoso from Portugal is 8th on mediums. Juvenal Lopez in West Shoreline Drive is P4. MGO in West Shoreline Drive is P5. Bruno Aries in Seaside Way is P3. Best lap is a 1:17.183. João Amado in turn 5 is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:16.028. 65 minutes remaining in the session. MGO in Pine Avenue is 4th. Best lap is a 1:17.508. Announcer bot is active. Andre Lopez from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P1. Daniele Credidio from Italy in Toyota is P3. João Amado from Portugal in Aquarium Way is 3rd. Bruno Aries is third. Announcer bot is active. Announcer bot is active. Diogo from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P1. Andre Lopez from Portugal in Aquarium Way is P1. Diogo in South Chestnut Place is P5. Roberto Ricardo from Portugal is 7th on mediums. Diogo in East Shoreline Drive is P1. Roberto Ricardo in East Shoreline Drive is 10. Juvenal Lopez from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is 9th on mediums. Diogo Lee from Portugal in Toyota is first. Best lap is a 1:16.204. Bruno Aries in turn 5 is 4th on mediums. Best lap is a 1:17.917. Five minutes remaining in the session. João Amato from Portugal in Toyota is first on softs. Best lap is a 1:16.116. Lima from Portugal in turn 4 is P12 on hards. Diogo Lee in Firestone turn is P1. Sergio Ribeiro from Portugal in turn 6 is P3 on softs. Best lap is a 1:17.315. Roberto Ricardo in East Shoreline Drive is P9. Miguel Ribeiro from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is P11 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:22.981. Tony Cardoso from Portugal is P9 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:18.470. Roberto Ricardo in East Shoreline Drive is 10th. Best lap is a 1:18.521. João Amato in Seaside Way is P3 on mediums. Daniele Creditio from Italy in East Shoreline Drive is 12th on mediums. Mgo from Portugal in Seaside Way is P8 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:17.854. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal in Seaside Way is P9 on mediums. Best lap is a 1:18.212. Mgo in West Shoreline Drive is 8th. João Amato in Aquarium Way is P3 on hards. Bruno Aries in Pine Avenue is 6th on softs. Best lap is a 1:17.391. Sergio Ribeiro in Seaside Way is P4 on mediums. Juvenal Lopez in East Shoreline Drive is 5th. Best lap is a 1:16.394. The qualification session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 13 km/h from the northeast. Diogo from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P1. Daniele Credidio from Italy in turn 4 is P9 on mediums. Bruno Aries in turn 8 is P8 on mediums. Diogo in Bridgestone is 12. Diogo is up 11.40 in turn 5. Diogo is up 12.07 in Firestone turn. Mgo from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is 4th on mediums. Bruno Aries in East Shoreline Drive is 8th. Miguel Ribeiro from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is 11th on mediums. Diogo in West Shoreline Drive is P2 up 0.85. Diogo is up 1.06 in Firestone turn. Diogo improved is first with a 1:15.577. Mgo in East Shoreline Drive is 6th. Mgo improved is 6th with a 1:17.705. 2.128 off pole. João Amado from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P3 on mediums. André Lopes from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is 6th up 0.21 on mediums. Mgo is 8th up 0.15. Best lap is a 1:17.705. 2.128 off pole. 5 minutes remaining in the session. MGO is up 0.33 in Firestone turn. MGO improved is P7 with a 117.434. 1.857 off pole. Roberto Ricardo from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is 9th on mediums. Roberto Ricardo improved is 9th with a 118.436. 2.859 off pole. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal is P12 up 0.33 on mediums. Paulo Ribeiro improved is P10 with a 118.524. 2.947 off pole. Diogo Lee in East Shoreline Drive is first. Diogo Lee is provisional pole with a 115.191. Tony Cardoso from Portugal in Le Gassamit is P12 on mediums. Tony Cardoso improved is 11th with a 118.955. 3.764 off pole. Miguel Ribeiro in Indy left is 13th up 1.42. Miguel Ribeiro improved is P13 with a 119.427. 4.236 off pole. Miguel Ribeiro is up 0.01 in East Shoreline Drive. Paulo Ribeiro is P10. Paulo Ribeiro improved is P9 with a 118.303. 3.112 off pole. Tony Cardoso in Seaside Way is 11th up 0.12. Tony Cardoso improved is P11 with a 118.783. 3.592 off pole. Lima from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is second on softs. Lima improved is second with a 115.521. 0.330 off pole. Paulo Ribeiro in Firestone turn is P9 up 0.38. Paulo Ribeiro improved is 9th with a 117.751. 2.560 off pole. Paulo Ribeiro is up 0.05 in East Shoreline Drive. João Amato is P4. João Amato improved is P3 with a 115.927. 0.736 off pole. João Amato is up 0.02 in Toyota. Andre Lopez is P8. Andre Lopez improved is 6th with a 117.037. 1.846 off pole. Miguel Ribeiro is 13th up 0.22. Miguel Ribeiro improved is P12 with a 118.918. 3.727 off pole. The qualifying session is now in overtime. MGO is P8. MGO is up 0.58 in turn 6. MGO is up 0.93 in Firestone turn. MGO improved is P5 with a 116.575. 1.384 off pole. Connors from Portugal in Seaside Way is 14th on softs. MGO is 5th. Connors in West Shoreline Drive is P14. The race session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 12 km/h from the north-northeast. Diogoli is P1. Lima from Portugal is P2 on hards. João Amado from Portugal is P3 on mediums. Sergio Ribeiro from Portugal is P4 on hards. MGO from Portugal is 5th on mediums. Juvenal Lopez from Portugal is P6 on mediums. Andre Lopez from Portugal is 7th on mediums. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Sergio Ribeiro is P1. Diogoli from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is 2nd on hards. Lima in turn 4 is 3rd. João Amato in turn 6 is P4 on hards. Andre Lopez in turn 8 is 9. Tony Cardoso from Portugal in Firestone turn is 10th on mediums. Juvenal Lopez in Bridgestone is 5th, 0.4 behind João Amato. Andre Lopez in Toyota on lap 2 is P9, 0.4 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez in West Shoreline Drive is P4, 0.3 behind João Amato. Andre Lopez in Pine Avenue is P9 on mediums, 0.1 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Andre Lopez is now P10. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal in Firestone turn is P10 on mediums battling Andre Lopez. Sergio Ribeiro in Bridgestone is 6th, 0.1 behind Mgao. Mgao was 3.0 faster last lap. Sergio Ribeiro passed Mgao for 5th. Tony Cardoso in East Shoreline Drive is P9, 0.1 behind Andre Lopez. Tony Cardoso lost 9th to Paulo Ribeiro. Connors from Portugal in turn 4 is 11th on mediums. Best lap is a 1:18.873. 1.749 off the fastest lap. Lima in Seaside Way is 2nd, 0.5 behind Diogoli. Tony Cardoso in Seaside Way is P10, 0.1 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Tony Cardoso passed Paulo Ribeiro for P9. Connors in Le Gassamit on lap 3 is 11th, 0.4 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Lima is P2 on hards, 0.4 behind Diogoli. Paulo Ribeiro in South Chestnut Place is P10, 0.4 behind Tony Cardoso. Andre Lopez in turn 8 is P8, 2.9 ahead of Tony Cardoso. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Juvenal Lopez in East Shoreline Drive is P4, 0.4 behind João Amato. Miguel Ribeiro from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is 12th on mediums, 0.4 behind Connors. Juvenal Lopez is 4th, 0.4 behind Joao Amato. Connors in turn 4 is 12th, 0.4 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Connors passed Paulo Ribeiro for P10. Lima in Firestone turn is P2, 0.2 behind Diogoli. Sergio Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is P5, 0.5 behind Juvenal Lopez. Diogoli in Toyota is P2, 0.2 behind Lima. Sergio Ribeiro in turn 4 is P5, 0.5 behind Juvenal Lopez. Paulo Ribeiro in South Chestnut Place is 11th, 0.5 behind Connors. Diogoli in Firestone turn on lap 6 is 2nd, 0.3 behind Lima. Paulo Ribeiro on lap 6 is 11th, 0.5 behind Connors. Miguel Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is 12th, 0.4 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Paulo Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is P11, 0.2 ahead of Miguel Ribeiro. Connors in West Shoreline Drive is P10, 1.3 behind Tony Cardoso. Connors lost P11 to Miguel Ribeiro. Connors entering the pits is first. Bruno Aries is 8th. Bruno Aries is now P7. Miguel Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is P12, 0.7 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Miguel Ribeiro is now P11. Diogoli in Seaside Way is 2nd, 1.0 behind Lima. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Miguel Ribeiro in Pine Avenue is 11th, 0.5 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Diogo is P2, 1.1 behind Lima. Sergio Ribeiro in Seaside Way is P5, 0.8 behind Juvenal Lopez. Miguel Ribeiro in Turn 8 is P11, 0.5 behind Paulo Ribeiro. João Amado from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is P3, 1.6 ahead of Juvenal Lopez. João Amado lost third to Juvenal Lopez. Miguel Ribeiro in Bridgestone is 11th, 0.1 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Miguel Ribeiro passed Paulo Ribeiro for P10. Paulo Ribeiro in South Chestnut Place is 11th on mediums, 0.4 behind Miguel Ribeiro. João Amado in Indy left is P4, 0.5 behind Juvenal Lopez. Connors exiting pits on softs. Sergio Ribeiro in Le Gasommet is 6th. Sergio Ribeiro lost P6 to Bruno Aries. Bruno Aries in Bridgestone is P7 on mediums, 0.4 behind Sergio Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez is 4th. Best lap is a 1:16.381. 0.546 off the fastest lap. Andre Lopez in Seaside Way is 8th, 0.7 behind Bruno Aries. Juvenal Lopez in Bridgestone is P4, 0.4 behind João Amado. Andre Lopez in Aquarium Way is 8th, 0.9 behind Bruno Aries. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Juvenal Lopez in Seaside Way is 4th, 0.4 behind João Amado. Andre Lopez from Portugal in Firestone Turn is 8th, 1.2 behind Bruno Aries. Juvenal Lopez in West Shoreline Drive is 4th, 1.0 behind João Amato. Andre Lopez in Pine Avenue is P8, 1.1 behind Bruno Aries. Juvenal Lopez in Aquarium Way is P4, 0.6 behind João Amato. Paulo Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is 11th, 3.7 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez in El Summit is 4th, 0.7 behind João Amato. Juvenal Lopez lost 4th to Mgao. Juvenal Lopez lost P5 to Sergio Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez lost P6 to Bruno Aries. Tony Cardoso from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P9, 1.7 ahead of Miguel Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez from Portugal in West Shoreline Drive is P7, 1.2 behind Bruno Aries. Tony Cardoso in Seaside Way is 9th, 1.6 ahead of Miguel Ribeiro. Connors entering the pits is P13. Juvenal Lopez in Toyota is 7th, 0.7 behind Bruno Aries. Juvenal Lopez was 0.5 faster last lap. The leader has just finished the race. Lima finished first. Roberto Ricardo finished 12th. Diogoli finished P2. João Amato finished P3. Mgao finished 4th. Sergio Ribeiro finished 5th. Bruno Aries finished P6. Juvenal Lopez finished 7th. Andre Lopez finished P8. Tony Cardoso finished 9th. Miguel Ribeiro finished 10th. Paulo Ribeiro finished P11. Connors is P13. The race session is at Long Beach, California in Long Beach, USA. The wind speed is 10 km/h from the north-northeast. Miguel Ribeiro is P1. Tony Cardoso from Portugal is P2 on mediums. Andre Lopez from Portugal is P3 on mediums. Juvenal Lopez from Portugal is P4 on mediums. Bruno Aries is P5 on mediums. Sergio Ribeiro from Portugal is P6 on mediums. Mgo from Portugal is P7 on mediums. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Race start. Miguel Ribeiro is P1. Juvenal Lopez in East Shoreline Drive is P2. Bruno Aries in South Chestnut Place is 5th. Diogo from Portugal in West Shoreline Drive is P8 on hards. João Amado from Portugal in turn 8 is P8 on mediums. Roberto Ricardo from Portugal in Firestone turn is P8 on mediums. Lima from Portugal in Indy left is 12th on hards. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P12 on mediums. João Amado on lap 2 is P7, 0.2 behind Diogo. Connors from Portugal in turn 6 on lap 2 is 9th on softs, 0.5 behind Roberto Ricardo. Connors passed Roberto Ricardo for 8th. Juvenal Lopez in Indy left is 2nd battling Miguel Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez is now P4. Miguel Ribeiro from Portugal in East Shoreline Drive is P1 on mediums, 0.4 ahead of Bruno Aries. Andre Lopez entering the pits is P1. Miguel Ribeiro is now P2. Diogo is 8th. Connors entering the pits is 2nd. Miguel Ribeiro entering the pits is 3rd. Juvenal Lopez entering the pits is P3. Bruno Aries entering the pits is P5. João Amado entering the pits is 6th. Mgo is 7th. Mgo entering the pits is 7th. Diogo entering the pits is P8. Lima entering the pits is 11th. Paulo Ribeiro entering the pits is 12th. João Amado is P6. Lima is P4. Tony Cardoso is 5th. Lima is 1st on hards. Lima exiting pits on hards. Bruno Aries is 9th. "15 minutes remaining in the session. Tony Cardoso exiting pits on mediums. Miguel Ribeiro exiting pits on mediums. Andre Lopez is P4. Andre Lopez exiting pits on mediums. Bruno Aries exiting pits on mediums. Juvenal Lopez exiting pits on mediums. Mgo exiting pits on mediums. Joao Amato exiting pits on mediums. Andre Lopez is now third. Joao Amato is seventh. Diogo Lee is P8, 0.5 behind Joao Amato. Joao Amato in West Shoreline Drive is P7, 0.4 behind Mgo. Roberto Ricardo in West Shoreline Drive is P10 on mediums, 0.4 behind Lima. Roberto Ricardo is now P12. Connors is P9. Connors lost 11th to Roberto Ricardo. Diogo Lee in Seaside Way is 8th, 0.7 behind Joao Amato. Mgo in Firestone Turn is 6th, 0.5 ahead of Joao Amato. Joao Amato in Indy Left is 7th, 0.5 behind Mgo. Joao Amato was 7.3 faster last lap. Mgo in East Shoreline Drive is P7 battling Joao Amato. Mgo is now P9. Bruno Aries in East Shoreline Drive is 9, 0.1 behind Mgo. Mgo was 5.4 faster last lap. Bruno Aries is now P8. Tony Cardoso in Turn 4 is P5, 0.2 ahead of Juvenal Lopez. Tony Cardoso lost 11th to Roberto Ricardo. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal in West Shoreline Drive is 11th, 0.2 behind Roberto Ricardo. Andre Lopez in Seaside Way on lap 4 is 3rd, 0.1 behind Joao Amato. Bruno Aries in Indy Left is P6, 0.2 ahead of Lima. Lima was 10.6 faster last lap. Lima in Bridgestone is 7th, 0.4 behind Bruno Aries. Diogo Lee in Aquarium Way is P8, 0.1 behind Lima. Juvenal Lopez from Portugal in West Shoreline Drive is P5, 0.1 behind Andre Lopez. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Lima from Portugal in Turn 8 is 6th battling Bruno Aries. Andre Lopez entering the pits is 12th. Lima is now P5. Paulo Ribeiro is P8, 0.3 ahead of Mgo. Andre Lopez exiting pits on mediums. Diogo Lee in East Shoreline Drive is 10th, 0.2 behind Mgao. Diogoli was 0.5 faster last lap. Andre Lopez entering the pits is 12th. Paulo Ribeiro in Toyota is 8th, 0.4 behind Roberto Ricardo. Mgao in turn 5 is 9th, 0.2 ahead of Diogoli. Mgao was 0.5 faster last lap. Roberto Ricardo in Pine Avenue on lap 6 is P10, 0.1 behind Mgao. Paulo Ribeiro in Seaside Way is P9, 0.2 behind Diogoli. Paulo Ribeiro is now 10th. Diogoli in Le Gassumet is P7, 2.5 ahead of Roberto Ricardo. Diogoli is now 9th. João Amato is 2nd, 0.5 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez is P5, 0.9 behind Lima. João Amato in East Shoreline Drive is P2, 0.5 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Lima in turn 4 is 4th, 0.5 behind Connors. João Amato in Seaside Way is 2nd. Best lap is a 1:16.039. Lima is P4, 0.4 behind Connors. Connors in East Shoreline Drive is P4 on softs battling Lima. Paulo Ribeiro from Portugal is 11th, 0.2 behind Diogoli. Five minutes remaining in the session. Juvenal Lopez in turn 6 is P5, 0.5 behind Connors. Diogoli from Portugal in turn 6 is 10th, 0.5 behind Tony Cardoso. Diogoli was 1.4 faster last lap. Juvenal Lopez in South Chestnut Place is P5, 0.7 behind Connors. Diogoli in East Shoreline Drive is 10th battling Tony Cardoso. Diogoli passed Tony Cardoso for P9. Roberto Ricardo from Portugal in South Chestnut Place is 9th, 0.9 ahead of Mgao. Mgao was 0.7 faster last lap. Roberto Ricardo is now 10th. Juvenal Lopez in Le Gassamet on lap 10 is P5, 0.4 behind Connors. Roberto Ricardo entering the pits is first. Juvenal Lopez is now P6. Juvenal Lopez is now P5. Lima in East Shoreline Drive is P3 on hards, 0.1 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Roberto Ricardo exiting pits on mediums. Roberto Ricardo in Aquarium Way is P11. Best lap is a 1:18.004. 2.168 off the fastest lap. Miguel Ribeiro in Seaside Way is P3 on mediums, 1.1 behind Lima. Juvenal Lopez in East Shoreline Drive is P4, 1.1 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Mgao in Bridgestone is 10th, 1.4 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez in Firestone Turn on lap 12 is P4, 0.1 behind Miguel Ribeiro. Juvenal Lopez was 1.7 faster last lap. Juvenal Lopez passed Miguel Ribeiro for P3. Miguel Ribeiro in East Shoreline Drive is P4, 0.4 behind Juvenal Lopez. Juvenal Lopez was 1.7 faster last lap. Mgao in Indy left is P10, 0.5 behind Paulo Ribeiro. Paulo Ribeiro in Toyota is P10. The leader has just finished the race. João Amato finished P1. Lima finished second. Juvenal Lopez finished third. Connors finished fourth. Miguel Ribeiro finished fifth. Bruno Aries finished sixth. Roberto Ricardo finished 11th. Diogo Lee finished P7. Tony Cardoso finished P8. MGO finished 9th. Paulo Ribeiro finished 10th.